At Itawamba Community College, your education is our top priority. With a 20-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, you will get the help that you need from your instructors. With 3 locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden, ICC offers classes that will prepare you to enter almost any job field of your choice. Learn more about Wallet Hub's #1 community college in Mississippi and the 25th best in the country by visiting iccms.edu or apply online at apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the ICC Hour here on Super Talk Mississippi. As always, the ICC Hour being brought to you by the best bank in the South, Renaissance Bank. Visit renaissancebank.com. Also, don't forget to visit renaissancernation.com there as well. Well, it's November the 5th, Election Day. We do want to encourage everyone to get out if you haven't already and exercise your right to vote. And then also want to encourage you to stick around right here on 101.9 FM throughout the day. As Super Talk Mississippi will have the unrivaled coverage of the election that's going on today. So you do want to stick around and follow that throughout the afternoon. Well, speaking of following things, we do want to encourage you to follow us on social media at Itawamba CC and at Let's Go ICC. You can pick your favorite platform, if you will, and follow us there. Athletically, Let's Go ICC. Overall, for the college, Itawamba CC. We got a busy show coming your way today. We're going to take a look back at a couple of interviews. The first one being with Morgan Kutarani about the ICC Film Club, and then we'll move into the PTK. The reason why we're looking back at the PTK is this is pretty big. I don't think a lot of people realize just how much the PTK can really influence you and be positive for your career and also your career as a college student. If you make the grades at ICC, man, there's some colleges that have a lot of money waiting for you once you get out of here at ICC. And then we'll wrap up the show taking a look at some of the athletic highlights from last week and talk with Commissioner Martin, the MACJC commissioner, on his first year, not his first full year, but his first run at it here as commissioner. And then we'll also take a look at some of his goals and ideas for the future as well. We're going to come back with more of the ICC Hour being presented by Renaissance Bank. So don't go anywhere, folks. Back with more right after this.
You live life on your own terms. You won't be told what you can't do. And we're here to back you. From the boardroom to the big stage, Renaissance Bank supports women striving for success. Because greatness isn't held to anyone's expectations, except yours. So if anyone says you can't, prove them wrong. Rise with Renaissance, supporting women in the communities they influence every day.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Get a Little Caesars large, extra most bestest stuffed crust pizza, topped with pepperoni and cheese, and stuffed with over 3 feet of cheese in the crust. That's right, we stuffed cheese into the crust of the pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni. All at the nation's best price of just $9. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup.
Pizza.
At Itawamba Community College, your education is our top priority. With a 20-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, you will get the help that you need from your instructors. With 3 locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden, ICC offers classes that will prepare you to enter almost any job field of your choice. Learn more about Wallet Hub's #1 community college in Mississippi and the 25th best in the country by visiting iccms.edu or apply online at apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College. The best start here. And welcome back to the ICC Hour presented by Renaissance Bank here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. And we're now being joined by Ms. Morgan Cuderini, an instructor here at ICC. And Morgan, I'll give you the opportunity to just introduce yourself to everyone.
Okay, Adam. I am Morgan Cuderini. I teach English at the Fulton campus of ICC. I also sponsor the film program. We've got a film production class that meets every semester. So we actually have an official class, but also an informal club that students can participate in on campus as well.
All right, so tell us about your time here at ICC. You know, how long have you been here? What all have you taught? You were my teacher one time while I was here as well, so which I was just here a few years ago. So
yes, yes, it's amazing your rise to this fantastic heights that you've achieved. I'm very proud of you, Adam.
Well, thank you very much.
I wish I could take more credit for it, but you were already good to begin with.
I'll say this though, I did my English was weak whenever I came here, not knocking any of my previous, and you really did help bolster me in that category, so I do really appreciate that. So.
Well, thank you, but it didn't take much.
Yes. All right, so tell us a little bit more about what your years here at ICC.
Well, I've been teaching at ICC about 22 years, I think, and I have taught English composition 1 and 2, literature classes, the film classes we developed later, and I was a sponsor for the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society for a while. And then we started the film program after that. So one of my favorite things to do at ICC is to get my students involved in outside activities that enhance what they're doing in the classroom, let them have all sorts of other experiences that will shape their lives and help them find careers that are interesting to them and fulfilling to them.
And that's one thing that when I talk to students, and I always encourage them to get involved. Because college is what you make it. You know, if you stay in your dorm room, college is not going to be fun. But if you're involved, say in the film club, in events going on around campus, because whenever I started college, I went into criminology. It's going to be Batman, I don't know. But and as you can see now, far from that, because I got involved in some things. I had a friend that said, "Gord, you need to look into being a sports information director. You'd be good at this," and here I am. So talk about the importance of just getting involved.
Well, I think that students very often come to ICC and realize that there are programs and clubs that they didn't maybe have at their own high schools.
Right.
And sometimes they even discover that they have talents and interests that they never even believed that they would have. I have a lot of football players who become members of the film club. And sometimes they're kind of surprised that they like to act or they like to edit. And I have plenty of students who just like video games and they're not really sure what they can do with all of that. And they discover that they're pretty good at a lot of editing programs. And so I think that students, especially here at ICC on the Fulton campus, we've really got a great diverse student body. And there are lots of different programs that students can get involved in and have something going on all week and very often on the weekends.
Yeah, and I'm one of those, I really wish the film club was here whenever I was here because I've always kept up with what y'all do. You do a great job. So let's kind of transition into the film club. When did it get started? And what was, I guess, the origins of it? How did it get started? Obviously you started it, and there's been some people along the way that's helped as well.
Right. Well, at least probably 8 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, my son Logan was, I guess he was in junior high at that time, and he loves to do things on the computer. I mean, he's very artsy also, So one day, my husband came downstairs and said, your son is on TV. And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, look, he's got a vlog. And I happened to find him on the internet. So he was in his room doing a video blog. So I busted into his room, burst into his room, I should say. And I said, Logan, you could do a skit, and these could be your ideas, and this is a great little plot. And he said, please, Mom, leave me alone. So I immediately came to school the next day and sent around an extra credit sheet and said, would anybody be interested in doing a TV show for ICC? And we could write, and we could film it and have just a TV show. So we did that. It was called Off the Reservation. So we did that for about 3 years. And we just did like 3 or 4 little segments once every month and a half, really. I mean, it was hard.
Yeah.
It took a lot longer than I thought it would just to produce little bitty segments. And so we did, some of that. Then we had some students hear about the film program and come to ICC, and they developed the program into something that was more than a TV show. They created a lot of buzz with the videos that they produced. So we actually, at that point, were able to make it into a class, an official elective for ICC students, and we had dedicated class time to be able to work on films. And it has really just exploded from there. We have been able to work on professional films with a producer from New Jersey. He's got friends in New York City and in Los Angeles, and so he's able to bring them down to Mississippi for very little money so that people can help us, and they train us in lots of ways. And these are actors and crew members, not just, some famous person that you've seen,
right,
but also really good crew members to help us. And so we've gotten some great experience, and a lot of my students who've gone on to graduate from ICC are actually making money in the film industry now.
And talk about some of those. If you,
Okay.
I know there might be a lot and you don't want to miss somebody, but maybe some high
Oh,
points.
yeah. Well, we've got a group right now working on an oral history documentary with me that many of those members, or I should say a few of those members, are making money doing other crew work as well as working on this oral history documentary. We at ICC got a grant to work with North Mississippi Legal Services and do an archive and a video documentary for their 50 years of service. And so a lot of these students were able to use experience they had in camera work and sound and editing, which is what we've been doing for weeks now, to produce this, but they were able to get paid for it through this grant. Now, in addition to getting paid for it through the grant, or getting paid through this grant, they also are working as crew members in Oxford, in Memphis. Caleb Hall is one student who's working with me, and he does some martial arts classes, but he also basically supports himself working with film. He's a gaffer. He does lots of work with lights, but he can do all of it. He can work camera, and he's been editing and working sound as well. And then James Puckett is another one of my former students who's
Former
been
work study for me as well.
What now?
He was a former work study for us as well.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. He was your work study. Yes.
Yes.
He has made money for a few years now around North Mississippi, and I think they go to Jackson some a little bit. But he has just won a big award for a film he did, and he put it into a festival in Rhode Island, which is a feeder into the Academy Awards. So he's I think about to be pretty well off when it comes to being able to support himself with his film career. And then we've got several others who are moving to Atlanta, unfortunately, for us, to work as actors. And our goal is at ICC, we want to continue training these folks and attracting people, film producers, to come into our area. And hopefully maybe we can actually have a way to support folks in North Mississippi in the film industry.
And it's a very unique class and offering that you have right now. The simple fact that not a lot of people do this on this level. So just talk about that on the community college aspect.
Okay. Well, students can enter the class, the film production class, with no experience. Usually they have an interest. They like to do YouTube videos, or they think they want to act or something like that. And so when they come into the class, we have a set schedule where we produce a whole film in one semester and teach them how to do that. And so as a class, they're going to write a script this semester, just like we've done for 2 years now. And they are going to do all the pre-production for it. The producer in New Jersey is the boss, so he gives us feedback on what he likes in the script, what needs to be changed. It is a really good example to these students about real world experience, because he's the boss.
Yeah.
He's the one who's going to be able to bring people here. Even though we raise money and we do a lot of the budgeting, we can't hire an LA actor because we don't know them.
Right.
And so our students have to work with real world crew members, directors, and producers to kind of say, okay, logistically, that scene that you wrote is very interesting, but guess what? We can't film in a coffee shop. We were not able to get a coffee shop that day. Mm-hmm. We've got these 3 days to film, cut the scene.
Yeah.
And the students are like, what?
Yeah.
No, it's perfect. It's the best scene ever. Too bad.
Too bad. It's not feasible.
Right. And then it gets even more realistic from there. The students have to come up with what we're going to have as our food budget. What are we going to actually have as our food meal schedule? How are we going to prepare to have vegans on set? Mm-hmm. And now, how are we going to try to find a way to pay for all that?
Right.
What can we do as fundraising? What can we do as being resourceful in that account? And then, of course, how are we going to get wardrobe?
Right.
And props and all of the logistics. So I think that a student straight out of high school coming to ICC is not only getting the experience that's just tremendously fun of being on film set, they're also getting experience they can apply to whatever career they go into if it's not film, and they can learn how to become a really hard worker, learn how to work with the group, learn how to compromise, but also do a good job and be responsible, because as soon as the semester's over, we have our last final exams, then the film crew comes in and we're all ready for them that day after the school is over. We've got our 3 days to work on the film set, and it is nonstop work. And if a student does not show up in time, basically in film people say if you're on time, you're late.
Right.
Then the producer has no problems telling them that they can just sit this one out.
Right.
Maybe next year you'll be ready.
A little dose of real world reality.
That's right.
Well, we're up against a break. We could talk for more hours, and we're going to have you on the show again once you get the new kids in and get your projects rolling, because this is something that's very unique to Itawamba Community College, and something that's growing very rapidly. And now you start to see everybody has their own YouTube channel.
Exactly.
So it's something that's really unique there. All right, so 2 quick questions.
Okay.
First, for people that are interested in maybe donating, whether it be props, costumes, financially, time. How can they go about that? Not necessarily students, but maybe someone listening or watching the show.
Right. They can contact me. I am an English instructor, and so I've got my ICC email address. But they could basically just contact anyone at ICC that they seem to have a connection with and say they want to donate to the film program. But my email address is on the website, and I've got that weird Italian name.
Yes.
Cuterini.
Yes. Go ahead and spell that for everybody.
Okay.
Or go ahead and just do your email.
My email address is mscutturini@iccms.edu.
All right, and then for students that are coming in, or maybe students that are watching now that are here already that didn't know about it, how can they go about being a part of this? Is it too late for this semester, or?
No, it's a great question. Well, they cannot enroll in the class at this point, but they can certainly be part of the film club.
Okay.
And so they would need to come and see me in the Humanities building, and that is the building where the English classes are on the first floor. Mr. Morris, Mr. James Morris, Mr. John Armstrong, the three of us are the instructors, and we will get them involved in films going on right now.
And I'll say this, y'all probably have the most fun department where you guys are located.
Thank you.
I'll see who's all in there, and I'm just like, man, I kind of want to take my office over there every once in a while.
Yes, come and visit us.
Yes,
we love it there.
I most definitely will. So we're up against the break. Morgan, thank you so very much for talking to us, and I look forward to talking with you again. But anytime you have anything that you'd like for us to promote, let us know, and we'll be happy to.
Okay, I will do it.
We'll be back more of the ICC Hour on Super Talk Mississippi right after this.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Get a Little Caesars large, extra most bestest stuffed crust pizza, topped with pepperoni and cheese, and stuffed with over 3 feet of cheese in the crust. That's right, we stuffed cheese into the crust of the pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $9. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup.
Pizza.
At Itawamba Community College, your education is our top priority. With a 20-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, you will get the help that you need from your instructors. With 3 locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden, ICC offers classes that will prepare you to enter almost any job field of your choice. Learn more about Wallet Hub's #1 community college in Mississippi and the 25th best in the country by visiting iccms.edu or apply online at apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College. The best start here. And we're going to talk about the PTK here at ICC. This is going to be a ongoing series we're going to do over the show because PTK is too big for one show, but a great thing here. We've got Kaylin Johnson of Fulton joining us, and then Miss Robin Lowe as well. And Robin, let's start with you. Give you the opportunity to introduce yourself and kind of just break the ice a little bit on PTK.
Hello, my name is Robin Lowe, and I am the Phi Theta Kappa Contact Advisor here at Itawamba Community College on the Fulton campus. I'm also the director of the honors program, and I am also an English teacher as well. Phi Theta Kappa was actually founded in 1918 at Stevens College in Missouri. Actually, we just celebrated 100 years of PTK last year in Kansas City. Fortunately for us here in Mississippi, headquarters is now located in Jackson, so we are an international honor society, but we do have headquarters very close to home. But Phi Theta Kappa is the honor society for the 2-year college. So it's basically for all your technical junior community colleges throughout the United States and of course in other countries too as well. For us, we are Upsilon Sigma chapter here in Fulton, and then we have another chapter that's Tupelo and Belden, and that is the Beta Tau Sigma chapter as well.
Awesome. And Kaylin, tell us about yourself. You're from Fulton, so you're homegrown, and then talk to us a little bit about its PTK as well.
Right now I am the PTK chapter president for our chapter, not the Tupelo, but so far it's been a really great experience. I've made so many new friends, people I had seen around campus, but I didn't know them. And they're really my best friends now. I've gotten to travel. We've gotten involved in projects that are like our Honors in Action project. I've been, like I said, traveling all the way across to San Diego, California. Had a lot of fun there, and I got to go by myself.
That's awesome.
It was a new experience for me because I don't really travel a whole lot. So PTK has really allowed me to come out of my comfort zone, and I was not used to that at all before now.
And that's kind of a cool thing because, high school you do get some opportunities like that, but you don't get to go to San Diego, like that. But it has helped you grow as a person.
Yes, I would say that. I was really kind of an introverted kind of person in high school and before that especially. And I assumed that I was going to come to ICC and nobody was going to know who I was. No one was going to ask me anything. I was just going to have my little friend group from high school because I went to Fulton and a lot of them came with me. But then it just started with PTK. As soon as I found out about this, I was thinking, what is this? How can I get in it? And then once I got in it, I thought, oh, it's just some honors thing that you get to put on a resume. You don't do anything. But then I found out from Miss Lowe from Honors Forum that you get so involved in so many projects. And I've never done anything like this before. And then being president, it was unreal because I'd never had that big of a leadership role in some sort of organization before. And like I said, it has really helped me grow as a person and as a leader, and I'm a lot more outspoken now. I'm not the most outspoken, but I'm a lot more outspoken.
There you go.
But I just have had a lot of fun with it, and I've learned a lot from how to be a proper leader. You can be a leader, but then there's a difference between a leader and a proper leader, and PTK has really allowed me to grow as a leader, and I'm so thankful for that, and to Ms. Lowe and to all the advisors. And without PTK, I don't think I would be who I am right now.
That's an awesome testimony because I hear that a lot from students that basically didn't know what PTK was or how to be a part of it, and it's something really big and really special. So, Robin, real quick, just kind of tell us about how the requirements to become a member of PTK and how they can do that.
Okay. To be invited to Phi Theta Kappa, students must complete 12 academic hours from the community college. Whether you're full-time, part-time, dual credit, 1-year certificate, we accept everyone. Just please be advised that if you do take dual enrollment classes and your high school uses say another college, it's not a community college, then or ICC basically, then we cannot count those hours until you complete 12 hours here at ICC. You need to earn a 3.5 cumulative GPA. So even if you don't get it your first semester here, you still have plenty of chances to do that. And we're doing something a little bit differently now since we have so many different types of classes and so many opportunities for students to take a variety of classes, whether it's an 8-week, 4-week online, whatever that might be. We are basically doing membership drives year round, pretty much. Nice. So what happens is when students are eligible, it pops up on your My Tribe homepage. So when students log into My Tribe, it will say kind of in the middle, center, kind of right-hand side, it will say Phi Theta Kappa wants you, and it will ask you to choose your chapter because we want to make sure you join the right chapter, whether you want to join Tupelo or whether you want to join Fulton. So we want to make sure that the students are placed where they want to be. And then once you choose a chapter, then the contact advisor at Tupelo, Ms. Bowers, and I get reports. And then that way we know who to send invitations to. So we do everything via email, so you always want to check your email. So we do those, and then of course Phi Theta Kappa will send an email as well asking you to join and how to join because we do everything online these days. And then we have orientation sessions in the fall and the spring to talk about PTK, what the opportunities are scholarship-wise, things like being an officer like Kaylin and our other 15 officers that we have. And then they just need to pay their membership fee. It is a one-time membership fee of $110, and that covers our international, local, and regional dues. And I know a lot of people think, well, $110, that's a lot of money, but the return on investment,
the return on investment is priceless.
Is huge, absolutely.
All right, Kaylin. All right, so first tell me why you joined PTK, and then tell me why others should join PTK.
Okay, I joined PTK to really, because I had heard a little bit about the leadership qualities of it, and I knew it would look good on the resume, and I knew it was an honor society. And so of course I wanted to be involved in, the honor society among community colleges. But as I got more involved, and really Miss Lowe and Miss McCormick, the two advisors, influenced me the most to be in it. And I knew I wanted to be in it, but I didn't know for sure if I wanted to be an officer. But then I spoke to Miss Lowe and then Miss McCormick, and they had so much confidence in me that I kind of lacked a little bit. It made me want to be in it because I knew I had two people, and plus Mr. Humphreys, the three advisors. I had people that wanted me to be in it, and that's what's really drove me to be in it. And then I found out even more about they do projects, they make a difference in their community, in their college, and a difference in students' lives. And I knew I needed something else because I want to be an eye doctor, optometrist. So I knew I needed more leadership qualities, and that I didn't have. I had never had an opportunity to do that. And looking at PTK and what it provides you, I knew that it was going to be that next step I needed to take to get to my career and to further my education even, and to be a competitive person in getting scholarships at where I want to go to university, and whenever I go to optometry school, it'll make me look like I'm even more of a leader that they need in the school, and just be a better doctor. And people need to join because it is, like she said, it was $110, but the reward from it is priceless. It is honestly priceless because you learn things about leadership and service and scholarship and fellowship, the four PTK hallmarks. Yes, hallmarks. Couldn't think of the word. But you learn those things, and they're not just temporary characteristics that you're going to learn about. I mean, you carry that through your entire life. So this one small part of your life in community college, it resonates with you for the rest of your life. I know it will. I mean, I haven't, gotten there yet, but I know it will. I know I'm going to remember my best times in my life were with my PTK officers and the members and my advisors, and that's the best reason. I mean, it's honestly been life-changing.
And just to speak on that, everybody that I've talked to that has gone on from ICC echoes these very exact things that you talk about that have been part of the PTK.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa Beta Chi Sigma Tupelo campus.
At Renaissance Bank, we understand your company deserves individualized attention that will support your company's goals. Whether you're looking to finance or lease equipment, we offer flexible options to help you secure capital for your assets. Whether you're a transportation company looking to expand your fleet, a telecommunications company upgrading your capabilities, or anything in between, we can help you. We offer finance agreements or capital leases, tax leases, and track leases, as well as tax-free financing for municipalities and 501c3s. We've been providing financial services to businesses like yours for over a century. So let us show you how Renaissance Bank's equipment financing and leasing can benefit your company. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Get a Little Caesars large, extra most bestest stuffed crust pizza, topped with pepperoni and cheese, and stuffed with over 3 feet of cheese in the crust. That's right, we stuffed cheese into the crust of the pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni. All at the nation's best price of just $9. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup.
Pizza, pizza. Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
At Itawamba Community College, your education is our top priority. With a 20-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, you will get the help that you need from your instructors. With 3 locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden, ICC offers classes that will prepare you to enter almost any job field of your choice. Learn more about Wallet Hub's #1 community college in Mississippi and the 25th best in the country by visiting iccms.edu or apply online at apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College. The best start here. Let's talk about some of the benefits of being in the PTK, both at ICC, which you've talked greatly about that, but then there's a lot that you can carry with you from PTK at ICC on to continue your education.
Absolutely. Well, of course, being an officer is a great opportunity. We have actually started something new we did this past spring, and it was Kaylin and this current group of officers that we started this with. In February, we have an interest meeting for anyone who's in Phi Theta Kappa who would like to be an officer. If you're running for president or the regional officer position, which we have held for several years in a row now with our region, Mississippi, Louisiana, then students are required to have 2 letters of recommendation from a faculty member or staff member here on campus, and they have to have an academic resume. If students want to be a vice president, we pretty much, if you want to be involved, we're going to find a position for you, because if you're passionate about it and you want to really develop yourself as a person, we're going to make that happen for you. We do honors and action projects, which I think we're going to talk about in a later series, and college project. We try to do anything on campus that our administration wants us to do, whether it be paint faces at a tailgate or help out at preview day, anything that we can on campus to help ICC. That is what we do. Of course, the big benefit for Phi Theta Kappa is the scholarships. That's why a lot of people do join. But we have, PTK does, or actually gives out over $96 million in scholarships.
Wow.
You have to apply for those.
Hold on, say that number one more time.
$96 million in scholarships.
Wow.
Exactly. And you have to apply for those. They have a spring and a fall application, and they're actually now open year round. So there's multiple scholarships in each semester, but one application will apply you for all of those, which makes it very, very easy. Actually, we have an internal deadline right now for the fall scholarship. These are for sophomores who are eligible. It is October 4th for that. That's where your All Mississippi academic team comes from. We have the Heights Scholarship, the Gus White, several different things there. I know Kaylin applied for the Get to College Corps. It's strictly a Mississippi scholarship.
Right.
And they will be taught, those who get chosen, I think they're choosing about 20 Mississippi students out of all the 15 community colleges for PTK, and they will train them on filling out FAFSA, because a lot of people don't come to college because they don't know how to fill out those forms.
Yes.
And they feel like that the younger students can make others feel more ease with asking for help. So they will get a $5,000 scholarship, and they're just tasked for working, I think, 10 hours a week with helping the financial aid office here and within our 5-county community, our ICC community here, help them do that, and that's going to create more jobs and bring more people to college and to a better education as well. So there's so many. I could go on and on.
Yes.
About that. That's just a little bit.
That's the reason why we're going to have multiple more
interviews. We're going to have multiple, right.
And as we're speaking of that, we will have a PTK playlist on our Itawamba Community College YouTube page. So if you have any questions of this or want to keep up with it in the future, you can do so there. All right, so one question I always ask everybody, and now Robin will let you go first and give you time to think about it.
Oh, no.
What does ICC mean to you?
ICC is my home. I grew up on the Tupelo campus. My mother taught business technology for 33 years. My stepfather was a director of adult and continuing education. Where the new building stands in Tupelo, that old building that was there, I ran those halls as a child. I taught school in my pretend classrooms while my mother was working, because she was a single mom raising my sister and me. And so it has always been my home. I attended school here. I'm so thankful to ICC that I get to come here every day.
Yes,
I get to be a college student every day of my life. And this is really, it's really great. So it is my family, and I love it more than anything. And what a great place to be. Why would you want to be anywhere else as a student but here? Because it really helped me grow as a student. I wasn't ready to go straight to my university, but ICC helped me get to that point, because I was very involved. I did Indian delegation, and I was in the chamber choir, and I did chieftain and the mirror. I was very, very involved, and I loved every minute of it. So I always encourage students to come here, because it is the best, and the best do start here.
All right, Kaylin, and you're one of the best. So,
yes.
So what does ICC mean to you?
ICC is for sure where I belong. I am a first generation college student, and so I knew nothing about college. I didn't know how to apply for it. I didn't know, the FAFSA. I didn't originally know any of that. And I've grown up here my entire life in Fulton, so I have always known that ICC has been here. And I had originally not planned to come, but I am absolutely so blessed and glad that I chose to come here, because I don't see why anybody would not come to ICC or community college first, because I like Miss Lowe said, she wasn't ready. I was not ready, and still don't feel like I'm ready sometimes. But
don't let her kid you. She's pretty fantastic. So.
To go to a four-year university, especially if it's far off, because I've never been away from home. But that's the thing. ICC is where I live. It is my home. I've always been here, and it has taught me so much and helped me grow more as a leader, like I said, and come out of my comfort zone. I've done things, I've been more involved than I could have ever imagined, because like I said earlier, I thought that I was going to go to college and be a nobody and just get by. But ICC, everyone welcomes you in. Everyone wants you to be here. Everyone wants you to be involved, and everyone wants you to grow as a person. Especially, I've known Miss Lowe and Miss McCormick. I love them both so much, because they are some of the only teachers that I've ever had that have had so much confidence in me to do well, and even with many other instructors, that it makes me want to do better. It gives me even more motivation to do better, because they have confidence in me, and ICC has confidence in me, and I just feel like ICC is where I belong.
Well, I don't think you can get two better testimonies about what ICC truly is there. That hit a home run. Ladies, I appreciate you guys, you ladies, taking a day, taking some time out of your day to talk to us. I look forward to talking to y'all in the future.
At Renaissance Bank, we understand your company deserves individualized attention that will support your company's goals. Whether you're looking to finance or lease equipment, we offer flexible options to help you secure capital for your assets. Whether you're a transportation company looking to expand your fleet, a telecommunications company upgrading your capabilities, or anything in between, we can help you. We offer finance agreements or capital leases, tax leases, and tract leases, as well as tax-free financing for municipalities and 501c3s. We've been providing financial services to businesses like yours for over a century. So let us show you how Renaissance Bank's equipment financing and leasing can benefit your company. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
At Itawamba Community College, your education is our top priority. With a 20-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, you will get the help that you need from your instructors. With 3 locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden, ICC offers classes that will prepare you to enter almost any job field of your choice. Learn more about Wallet Hub's #1 community college in Mississippi and the 25th best in the country by visiting iccms.edu or apply online at apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour being presented by Renaissance Bank. We're going to jump in the athletic side of things now. And last week we had a pair of soccer players being named Women's MACJC Players of the Week. Anna Wesley Driscoll earning her 5th Keeper of the Week honor. And then Ashley Stevens out of Amory also earning her 2nd Player of the Week honor. So let's go to those interviews that Lee Adams had earlier in the week to hear their thoughts on those honors.
Anna Wesley, 5th time getting Conference Keeper of the Week honors. Talk about what that means to you this time and the 4 other times this season.
Just like the other times, it's a huge honor, and I'm so thankful. I really wouldn't be here without my teammates, my backline, pushing me every day to be my best, and especially my coach. He's a big part of it too. Ashley, big day being named Conference Player of the Week for the 2nd time this season. Just talk about what that means to you.
It was a big honor. It was during the quarterfinals week, so I knew I had to do whatever it took to get us to go to semifinals and go further. It was a big honor though, but the team pushed me like they do every single time.
And earning MACJC Defensive Player of the Week for football was Nick Smith. Lee Adams had a chance to catch up with Nick and both Sean Kennan to talk about those honors.
Nick, big day, earning Conference Defensive Player of the Week. Just talk about what that means to you and your performance last week against Northwest.
It was a great honor, but I thank my teammates personally, from Keyshawn Parker, Shumpert, Vontae, all on defensive line. They put me in ways to make tackles, so it's basically a team effort. I couldn't do it without them. I just want to thank them for that. So it's all of us.
Coach, big day with Nick Smith earning Conference Defensive Player of the Week honors. Talk about Nick last week and how he performed at Northwest to earn this honor.
Yeah, made some big plays for us. I know he had some negative plays there, got a couple sacks for us, and he lived in the backfield against those guys. And what a great way to wrap up a sophomore season, getting named Conference Defensive Player of the state this week.
And we're going to wrap up today's show by taking and going back to an interview we had at halftime of the Women's MACJC Championship match. We had a chance to catch up with Commissioner Martin, the new commissioner for the MACJC. He talked about some of the things that are going on now and maybe some of his visions for the future as well. So let's go to that interview as it'll wrap up the ICC Hour. So we appreciate everyone tuning in today and looking forward to see you next Tuesday right back here on Super Talk Mississippi. Now joined by Commissioner Martin here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. Remind you, if you would like to contribute to Itawamba Community College, visit iccms.edu/foundation. Well, Commissioner Martin, first year on the job, and things got interesting for you on the first year. You had a 4-way tie for first place in the North. Just sort of talk about your first, well, not your first full year, but your first full set of seasons so far.
Well, I have to tell you, it has been an extremely exciting football season and a very promising soccer season. But it has been a whirlwind, let's say that.
Yes.
Because football came down to the last game to determine one position, which made it exciting, but also made it a little nerve-wracking. Because I can remember a couple of days before the game, I had to spend half the night looking at all the tiebreaker scenarios for the most part. But that's what makes it good, and that's what makes it exciting for it to come down to the last game like that in order to determine position. So it's been great from that standpoint. We got a lot of good things going on across the conference. We're looking at new branding opportunities. We're looking at a new website that we're going to launch real soon. So again, it's just, in my opinion, it's a very exciting time, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Absolutely. It's a good brand to promote as well. We've got so many great student athletes, so many great coaches. And one thing that we've been given credit for, and you may want to sing the praises as well, of Hines for hosting this tournament. Their grounds crew out here today, man, they had a tough run in front of them to get this field playable. But, man, you wouldn't think. It's a little sloppy right now, but you wouldn't have thought 4 games were played yesterday with the field condition the way it is today.
And I have to tell you, over the weekend, it had me very nervous because it continued to rain. But when we came out yesterday to look at the work that they were doing on it, the work that they had done, and the work that they continue to do throughout the games, in between games, etc., they really did a great job with maintaining it and getting it ready for today, for the championship game. So that obviously helps the environment a lot. And then when you talk about the environment, we got lots of parents and fans out here in the stands, and that, to me, that's a great sign in terms of the quality of what we're doing as a conference and the interest that we have in our conference.
And we're talking with Commissioner Martin and the commissioner of the MACJC. All right, so let's talk about future of the MACJC. Maybe, of course, you don't want to show all your cards, or maybe some of the things that you're. But what is your vision for the future of the league?
Well, I tell you, one of the things that we're looking at really has to do with what you're doing, and has to do with the future of live streaming. Our schools do a great job with their live stream broadcast. So we're taking a look at how do we really connect all the live stream together and really have a conference network, which would be extremely important to us because that will help us to bring on more partners and things of that nature. Live stream is great. We can't look, we can't, we have to look at other opportunities, also over-the-air broadcast opportunities. So we will look at, we have some things and some folks that have been talking to us about over-the-air broadcast. So the exposure that we can bring to the league through having a network, live stream network or something over the air is would be huge to us. You see, one thing, that I look at, we've done a great job with football. We're competitive in all of our sports, but we have to bring as much exposure to all of our sports, and we have to bring a great deal of exposure to to women's soccer. Okay, it's a great product. We just got to get more people watching it. Live stream is great, but let's do more things to promote it. And also, our schools do a great job with social media. I mean, a really good job with social media. When I look at some of the numbers from social media, I'm extremely impressed. So again, how do we take advantage and be able to promote our league collectively in all sports using social media platforms along with live stream, along with over the air? So that's the total network that we're working on and trying to put together.
2-1 is your score here at halftime. ICC trailing Holmes here. The winner of this match will go on to the Region 23 tournament at LSU Eunice. Commissioner Martin, anything else you'd like to add? I know a big help for you getting your feet in the ground was Coach Carrie Ball Williamson, our AD here. I'm a little biased, but maybe the best AD in the league. But I know you had a lot of great people that also helped bring you into the league here and get to know things. So kind of give you a moment to thank those people and maybe some of the others that might be listening.
Well, look, I thank them all, from the presidents down to athletic directors to coaches, SIDs. As you know, we started off, my tenure having meetings with everybody, athletic trainers, you name it. I wanted to meet with as many people as possible because that gave me a lot of insight in terms of helping me to lay a foundation and also develop some vision from to where we're going. So I've had lots of meetings with presidents and, like I say, coaches. We had a football coaches meeting yesterday here on the campus of Hines. Again, getting ready for the playoffs, but at the same time planning for some things in the future. So, look, I couldn't do what I'm trying to do without all the bodies, all the hands, and all the brain work that has provided assistance. And I tell you, everybody has been extremely cooperative. And I know I can have some crazy ideas sometimes, but
if you don't dream big, then why dream at all?
Exactly. So to have people, sit down, listen to my thoughts, interject, give me their insight, give me their input, it helps a lot. So to have a overall cooperative group just means a lot in terms of what we can accomplish and how we're going to go accomplishing things.
Well, Commissioner Martin, I appreciate you taking time to talk to us here at halftime, part of Little Caesars Halftime Report. Looking forward to continue to grow the brand, have the MACJC with you in the future.
Okay, appreciate it.
We'll be back with more of the Little Caesars Halftime Report. At Itawamba Community College, your education is our top priority. With a 20-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, you will get the help that you need from your instructors. With 3 locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belton, ICC offers classes that will prepare you to enter almost any job field of your choice. Learn more about Wallet Hub's #1 community college in Mississippi and the 25th best in the country by visiting iccms.edu or apply online at apply.iccms.edu. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.